What is good? Man, what's good, YouTube? Look at where we are at. It has been a minute. So, sorry I didn't film on the way over here. Honestly, you guys, I don't know if you guys have heard of this term, but hangry. Your boy was hangry. I needed to come up over here, get something to eat. All right, you guys, so we are back at the shop and we are about to get it cracking. Man, I've been teasing you guys for too damn long, so it is time to start the process. So I need to get the wideband installed on my car. Here's the old wideband sensor right here. But as you guys remember, last time we went and got that bung welded into the primary cat. They did a terrible job. And I really just don't want to weld into my ZL1 catalytic converter if I don't have to. So to get my tuning done, I'm just going to replace the narrowband sensor in the front, do my open loop tuning, and then put the narrowband back on and drive around like that until I get a more permanent solution. I do have something in mind for a more permanent solution. I just don't want to speak on it yet, but I'm ready to start getting the parts installed. I'm ready to start doing all of this so I can get the tuning done without having a permanent wideband or bung in my exhaust somewhere. So as you can see right now, we have got the ZL1 cooling off, and then I'm gonna get the wideband sensor installed on here. It's pretty straightforward. The ZL1 doesn't have a sound tube like the SS's do that plug into the cold air intake. It's got a little plug on there, so it looks like a bolt is holding it on. We'll get that bolt out. We'll see how we can zip tie the wiring around here. I'm about to get this thing put up on the lift. I need to get these feet evened out, so that's what we're gonna get to right now. All right, just want to show you guys what I'm talking about. Pretty level between all the feet. We'll go diagonal here, still looking good. And this way. We got it up on the lift. I got the feet put underneath. Got my little pinch weld adapters on. Lift it up. Shoot. Looking good. Course the exhaust looking good. Looks like I might be getting a little bit of leaking out of these clamps, especially that driver's side. We'll tighten those down today. It's all good up front though, no leaks, no scrapes. Cool. Looking like it's supposed to, y'all. Looking like it's supposed to. Tell you what, my clear bra doesn't look nearly as good when I get up close like this and it's eye level, but hey, I'll take it still. I'll take it. Damn, these brakes are huge. Alright, so as I was thinking about it, you guys, and since I'm not actually gonna tune today, just to get this wideband sensor installed and just to have it on here, I'm gonna go ahead and just remove the secondary O2 sensor, take that one out, and just leave it installed like that. Now it's gonna throw a check engine light because it's gonna read that, it's not gonna read the gases post catalytic converter, but that's all good because if I replace the front one permanently, well not permanently, but if I replace the front one and don't tune with it today, that front one is gonna make me run an open loop all the time because the car will not be able to read narrowband sensors, which does closed loop. So we got the sensor removed here. This is the narrowband sensor. This is the one that AEM provides. I think it's made by Bosch if I remember right. This is the wideband sensor. Basically the amount of voltage that they're able to measure and then give to the ECU is different. I'm not gonna get technical, but they basically look the same. I mean, the ends are different, but yeah. I'll go ahead and get this installed. Alright, there we go. We got that put in. Alright, so I got the wire fed through. Let's go check the inside of the car here and make sure it's coming through on the floorboard. Where is it? There it is. Alright, got it through there. Let me show you where I ran it through on the sound tube. Alright, so right in there, you guys. Alright, so right there. You guys can see it enough. Let's see if we can find where I have this hanging down at. So here it is right there. So here's the two connectors. I'm going to get it all attached, get it pretty up here. Let's go.
If you guys decide to do this one day, just make sure you're
There we
careful
go, watching
with
my
these
own
other
video to
wires when
remember how
cutting
to
with your
wire
knife, because
this
these other
wideband
wires are
sensor in
much
here.
smaller gauge.
Sorry if the fans have a lot,
really
it's hot.
easy to slice through. You can see I got a little bit of the insulation on that black wire there, but it didn't go through. No wires are showing. And if you were to
Perfect
cut
install
one all the way
video.
through, just slice it on.
What's good, YouTube? Next day now, so way too hot yesterday. Anyways, I need to hook up a power source for the wideband. I basically only got the sensor ran. Oh, also we're not at the shop, as you guys can tell. I basically only got the sensor ran in the secondary O2 bung. Now we need to get the center console removed. I've already got the 2 bolts here in the back. Sorry it's so dark in here. I know the lighting's not great. I got my ring light here, but it ain't doing much. Anyways, you guys, so now we're gonna pop the knee bolsters off right here, start getting the center console up, and then I'm going to wire it just like I did last time. The power right here for the cigarette lighter, and then ground it on one of the bolts up here. We got it all removed. This thing was a BITC to get removed, but we got it done. Just hard to pop out of here and not damage this. Way harder than what the automatics are. Finally found some connections that I like, so I got this for the ground wire here, if it focuses, and then I got this to splice into the power wire that connects to this right here. This is called a T connection. This is a really simple solution that allows me to disconnect it without permanently splicing it into this line or this wire here like I did on the SS. And then for the ground, we're just gonna go directly to this ground right here. So let's get to that and then we'll get this back in the car. So as you can see, I just cut a little bit back of this insulation around it. All right, y'all, so we'll go ahead and get this put in here. Pretty straightforward. There we go. And then I will take this little connection here I got, plugs right into there. It's a tight connection, but that's good. We'll take that. Doesn't pull out. This is for the cigarette lighter again, you guys. This one works pretty well for coming on with the auxiliary modes and all of that stuff. Alright, you guys, I got it grounded right here. It's in there solid. All the connectors plugged back in, so I'll get the center console put back down, and we are looking good. So we got everything back installed. As you guys can see, I started to put one bolt in. That one's hand tight, but we forgot to test the wideband sensor, so let's grab that. There's the sensor here. I've got my key. If you guys don't know, this is the AEM 030334, I think it is. Let's turn everything on. If you guys are doing this, unplug your negative battery. I didn't, so let's hope no airbags go off. Okay, we got it plugged in. Now I don't have the OBD2 port part plugged in. I'm not sure if it needs it, but let's hit a key. Alright, nothing yet. Let's try the start button. There we go. Needs to be heated up. Perfect. So it's working. Alright, shut that off. Now let's get this all buttoned back up, and we have got wideband. Let's go. So I actually had to pull this back out. You can see the bolts there missing. I needed to run the secondary wire off of here. That one right there. It's for the OBD2 port. I wanted to run it back underneath here. See that wire right there? That's it. So I'm gonna get it zip tied up better. So there it is working. This is just idle right now, idling right around 1 lambda. I don't like to do mine in the AFR. Lambda is much simpler to me. So yeah, let's take it for a drive. Let's see what it's running. My freaking laptop is dead, so whatever. I'm just gonna take it out real quick, see what things look like, make sure it works. I actually had a little bit of issues. Every single time I mounted this thing back down and got it underneath the seat, the power line kept disconnecting and this thing would shut off and it wouldn't work. I don't know, it was a headache. I think I got it in there pretty good. It's obviously staying on, but we'll see if during drives or anything, if it bounces loose, it could become a little bit of an issue. Good thing I didn't do a totally permanent connection. Let's get it. All right, you guys, so I mean, things are looking pretty good. Right around 1 lambda at idle. Again, this is all post-cat, so how accurate are these readings? I don't know, but I should be around 1. at idle. Now I haven't got a chance to really data log this thing. Oops. Haven't had a chance to data log this thing with the AFR gauge on since, like, just with the stock tune on here. So I don't even really know like what stock tune should be doing, but in general, you're right around 1 lambda, maybe slightly less when cruising. And it's been showing me it's just barely over, like, not bad at all. The other thing really interesting, because like I said, I had this thing on my floorboard before, is when this thing goes to just nothing on the D-cell. Now it's still in gear at that point, but if I'm just on the brakes on the D-cell, I guess it gets, what, too lean or something? I don't know. My guess is that it's the fuel cut off, and so maybe it's just reading no fuel or something like that. But interesting. Again, to a lot of people, this may seem like regular stuff, but I just never drove around with mine mounted in my SS or anything. I always had mine laying out of the way on the ground because I really just don't like how these gauges look inside the car. It just doesn't match anything. Some people are like gauge heads. They want the gauge pillars all the way down both sides. They want to mount it up here. I just never been a huge fan of the gauges. Now, if my dash and everything had these same kind of numbers and the same shape and everything, I think is cooler. I think like on like resto mod cars, when they do all the gauges that look like this, that's kind of cool. But just regular and a ZL1, kind of tacky. All right, let me see if I can get a pull in here and we can see what the Lambda looks like. Get over the bumps. Here we go. Looks like you guys probably couldn't even see it because everything flew back. Damn. All right, let's try this one more time. I'm gonna ease into it a little bit slower and see if we can see what this thing does on wide open throttle. The tires are way too cold. Damn, if y'all could have seen what I seen, this motherfucker got squirrely. It looked like I was running around 0.7 something I saw, which seems pretty damn rich, but I don't know. It's hard to say measuring post-cat. Who knows how accurate it is. I really need to log with HP tuners, take it out to the shop, swap that wideband sensor from the front O2 bunk to the back O2 bunk, compare the numbers. That's another video though. We getting there, y'all. Big things are coming. Let's get it. This your boy ZT zooming and I'm out, baby. Hey. Kinda interesting to watch it get richer and richer as it sits. The car's completely off right now. I just parked it, but it's weird.